conduct yourselves like it is. Obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. If you're going to touch them up now.
It's sure to be one of the more technical fights of the night. Those guys very experienced and very good in their own game.
Yeah, and this is a 5-round fight, Mark. So, you know, endurance is going to play a big role in this fight, guaranteed. Ooh. Yeah, Sammy Lua coming out and showing his striking techniques off right away. Looking for the head kick.
Jesse Parker, very experienced with the takedown, kept his composure, very experienced.
Beautiful slam.
See where that game I was talking about from Jesse Lua is going to come in, a flexible, open guard game. It's very hard to deal with. It's very mentally defeating if you don't know how to combat with it.
Yeah, and Sammy Lua is constantly attacking from his back. He's always looking for the submission from his back or the reversal. And Jesse's very aware of this. Jesse's a seasoned guy. He's studied Sammy. He's had his eye on Sammy for a long time. And he knows what to expect. He knows what Sammy's going to go for. So Jesse just needs to stay composed here. Needs to keep his head in the center of his chest. Is what he needs to do, because he's going to get his arm trapped here, get his arm caught.
You see Sammy Lua making no question about what he wants. He's going for that right arm.
Yeah, looking for the Kimura. Jesse escapes.
And there's that high guard, that posture controlling guard I was talking about. It's very hard to work from a guard like that.
Stand up! Stand up, get out! Jesse! Stand up, yeah!
Yeah, Jesse does exactly what his corner wants to do. Stand up and get the fight to the feet.
Go!
Sammy Lua's very game for that.
Yeah,
oh, and a hard left from Jesse Parker.
Yeah, you see the power Jesse's got at 135. Man, Jesse has some serious power. Nice knee by Sammy Lua. Now Sammy going for the takedown.
And he gets it.
Sure does.
Jesse's last fight in Empire was finished from the triangle from guard, so it's interesting to see what he looks to work with here.
Yeah, and you don't usually see Sammy Lua on top in the guard. It's usually the reverse. So this is an interesting position for both guys here, for sure. And Mark, I knew we were going to have a really fast-paced fight here and a very technical fight, but so far, man, this has been it's been everything it's lived up to, you know, all the hype.
Very neutralizing. Both the guys are very technical, so it's give one and take one. You know, that's kind of the fight it is.
Yeah, Sammy with a double chop, Sakuraba double chop there.
They're going to take the fight to the cage where he wants it to be, as long as Jesse Parker's on his back. It's harder with the guard when you're against the cage.
Yeah, absolutely. It stifles a lot of your offense for sure.
Good. Feet the hip. Feet the hip. That's it.
Oh, nice. Very nice bump and roll there.
Sammy Lua retains guard quickly.
Yeah, good job by Jesse Parker. That was impressive. 10 seconds left.
There's that flexible rubber guard I was talking about. It's very hard to deal with. It can be very frustrating. However, it's the end of the round, so we're going to see the second round.
Man, Mark, I got to ask you, if you're a judge now, taking into consideration how this fight's gone pretty fast-paced, both guys have had takedowns, both guys have done some striking on the feet, who would you give the edge to in that first round?
Yeah, I'd say Sammy Lua, because even from the bottom, he stayed very active. He kind of kept Jesse Parker at bay. He came out, I think he connected 3 or 4 times in the beginning of the first round. However, in a fight like this, where both guys are so good, you're sure to get boos on any decision that you make. You're not going to make everybody happy. So
yeah, that was a tough first round to call. You know, I would just looking at that first round, I'd have to give a slight edge to Sammy Lua, just because he threw a lot of great knees standing up. He did get the takedown. He controlled Jesse, put him against the fence. Although, argument be made for Jesse Parker, too. Jesse Parker landed a couple of good solid shots on the feet, had a beautiful takedown at the first of the fight, and also had the reversal from the guard as well.
Definitely. I think he is a physically more strong athlete in the cage right now, too, so we'll see if he can impose that in the later rounds.
Yeah, and both guys, I don't think fitness is going to be, cardio is going to be a factor here. Even though it is a 5-round fight, both these guys always come into their fights in shape.
No question. No question. They won't get tired.
Go! 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 Go!
Right to it. No, I mean, there's no waiting. They're ready to fight. It's so
absolutely.
Bring it to him. Bring it to him.
Sammy pressuring against the cage here. Now he's got the single leg.
Again with the single leg.
Yeah, beautiful takedown by Sammy Lua. Good technique on the single. Again, Sammy has him right where he wants him, up against the fence. He's constantly looking for Jesse's offense from the bottom.
He's halfway through.
Yeah, both guys are very well respected for their ground games. Both are very dangerous. They can catch you at any time. You know, and Jesse Parker, man, he's got a quick arm bar from the bottom, a really quick arm bar. As you can see, he can reverse you from the bottom as well. So Sammy's going to need to keep it here on the fence and keep his head square into the chest, keep his hands off the mat, and control Jesse's hips.
Whip it around. Go.
Nice ground and pound there by Sammy Lua. Yeah.
Looking to pass.
Don't stop.
Every time the guard opens, he's looking to pass.
Don't stop.
It's non-stop. Just non-stop pressure on top of Jesse.
Yeah, good head control there by Sammy Lua. Trying to keep Jesse flat on his back. You know, Jesse either wants to look for the half guard sweep or get back to full guard. Looks like trying to get back to full guard.
Go, stand up. Stand up.
Punches along the way.
Stand up.
Yeah, good job by Sammy Lua. Let's see if Lua passes to mount or passes to side position. He might just be comfortable here in this half guard position. I see a lot more fighters now working from the half guard on top a lot more and delivering strikes rather than trying to pass.
Yeah, definitely, because, I mean, the guy on the bottom's got to open himself up to come out of a half guard position. So Jesse does have a rather thick beard, though. I'm sure it does help insulate some of the punches.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a little sting off of him, I guess, right?
That's it. Hey. That's all.
Sammy Lua doing a very good job of coming up every time Jesse opens his guard, whether it's to slide the knee across or to posture, take any submission game away from Jesse Parker. I'd say right now he's looking to be the favorable guy. He's kind of dictating where the fight's going.
And there's that quick armbar transition. Yeah.
Again, Sammy Lua up so quickly.
Yeah, but Sammy Lua, he's seasoned, man. He's seen that 1,000 times, you know. But definitely a good attempt there by Jesse Parker with the legs coming up high really quick.
Yeah, he's not sitting there laying in the closed guard content on the pace of the fight and being lazy, and he's trying to open and work. So really the ref has no reason to stand these guys up if he understands the game.
Agreed.
10 seconds left as Parker's throwing. They're both throwing. An axe kick.
An axe kick at the end of the round. Oh, wow. I guess Lua wanted to end that round emphatically in the judges' minds, huh?
I think that round's a little more decisive for Sammy Lua just because anytime the other guy's on his back for majority of the round, you know, it's going to go to the top guy in most cases. Yeah,
and you know, one thing that's impressed me from Lua here, and he's showing his maturity here as a fighter, is, you know, I've seen Sammy Lua in other fights before. Sammy here is not getting he's not opening himself up too much. He's staying calm, relaxed. He respects Jesse Parker's game. He respects his hips, definitely. You can see he's staying square to him the entire time. He's not opening himself up with strikes, you know, and getting too wild and crazy. So, you know, Lua definitely prepared for Jesse Parker for this fight and showing a proper amount of respect as well.
Definitely. And I think what Sammy Lua is doing is he's imposing his game because, like we saw, every time Jesse Parker opens his guard, Sammy Lua is opening. He's countering with it, whether it's a knee slide or he's posturing up to throw punches. So every time Jesse Parker goes to attack, he's being attacked, and that's really hard to deal with.
Well, we're ready for round number 3 here. So in your estimation, what does Jesse Parker need to do to come out here and win the 3rd round? You know, he's down 2 rounds in our estimation. You know, first round could go either way, granted, but I would give the 2nd round to Lua. What does Jesse need to do now coming out in the 3rd round?
You know, I don't know if I'd have just an exact formula to win this fight because Sammy Lua is so good from everywhere, and as is Jesse Parker. Right now, Sammy's getting better of the 2.
Nice low kick there,
I think Jesse Parker's going to have to use his brute strength because, like I said, he is a strong of the 2 fighters. And however he imposes it, I think that's what it's going to take.
Yeah, nice punches there from Jesse Parker. And you can see Lua's landing, you know, knees, he's landing some punches, but Parker's power on the feet really, in my estimation, could turn the tide here of the fight.
Definitely. It only takes one punch.
Yeah, now Jesse has got the takedown. Now he has Lua against the fence.
And here again, I just think this guy in an armbar.
Wow, nice transition of the armbar there by Sammy Lua. Jesse Parker.
This is just such a dangerous guard to play with when you're trying to posture because Sammy Lua actually takes a lot of the posture away, and if you go to posture, he counters with an omoplata, an armbar. there's too many options here for Sammy Lua for Jesse Parker to be comfortable in there. I think he needs to stand up and come out.
Yeah, Lua now, as you alluded before the fight about this 10th planet jiu-jitsu style, you know, he does like the rubber guard. And
it's very effective for MMA.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, look what it's doing. Jesse Parker is not offensive right now. He's very defensive. Omoplata.
Parker doing
there's strength, but he comes to the top, rolls back to guard.
Yeah, nice scramble there. Good job by Jesse Parker of defending that submission, which could have been a fight ender there. You know, for those folks out there watching who aren't familiar with Omoplata is a shoulder lock just done with the legs. And you can see that Sammy Lua is trying to go for it again. Jesse Parker recognizes it, though.
The good thing for Jesse Parker is the guys are getting sweatier, so it's going to be a little harder to finish the submission, especially with the explosiveness of Jesse Parker when you're wet. So, but I mean, Sammy Lua is doing well from the guard. Jesse Parker's not very effective from the closed guard, Sammy Lua.
Yeah, I think that's that amount of respect Jesse has. You know, and sometimes, man, if you're the stronger fighter and you need to brutalize your guy, you can't show as much respect sometimes. Sometimes you just have to just let loose and deal with the consequences, you know?
That's a bad stand-up. That's a bad stand-up.
Yeah, I'm not totally in agreement with that either. But that's okay. That's okay. They're back at it right now.
And I think Jesse Parker's taking it back to where I think Sammy Lua is very comfortable here.
Yeah, he is for sure, no doubt about it.
You see, this position keeps Jesse Parker's head on one side or the other of Sammy Lua, and Jesse Parker wants to keep his head centered.
Yeah, you know, if Jesse Parker is going to steal this round, he needs to start getting active on top for sure.
Last 10 seconds.
Yeah, that rubber guard is really stifling a lot of offense Jesse can bring here in this this third round. Wow, 3 great rounds thus far. Yeah, man. Yeah, we got 2 more rounds to go too. You can tell what kind of shape these guys are in. Both of them don't look overly tired, you know. I must ask, who won that round, Mark Miller?
Yeah,
putting you on the spot here, I know.
Yeah, I know. In my opinion, I think in a judge they could give that round to Jesse Parker because he was on top a lot of the round. But if you were to count attacks and you were to count offensively, again, Sammy Lua, he seemed more the attacker. However, when they stood up, Jesse Parker looked a little better. I would think, of course, I'm no pro fighter. I think Jesse Parker needs to try and keep this on the feet.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to have to give that last round to Jesse Parker. He had a couple of good takedowns. He threw a couple of strong strikes on the feet, opened up the round with a really nice leg kick. Even though he couldn't put a lot of offense together from the top position, he was fairly active with what he could do. And it looked like Lua he attacked a couple of times, but it looked like towards the end of the round there, he was just trying to kind of hang on and let the round kind of ride itself out.
Yeah,
so.
And again, the strength of Jesse Parker can show to be a factor here in the later rounds because, you know.
Yeah, as Lua fatigues.
Yeah.
Knockout.
Yeah, if I was Parker's corner, I'd say definitely keep it on the feet, throw some leg kicks, mix it up, strong punches, stay away from the clinch. You know, because Lua's the kind of guy in the clinch, he'll jump guard even.
And he's throwing a lot of good knees. Back to guard. Good takedown. I think Sammy may have pulled guard a little more in the armbar, and that's tight.
That is tight. Parker trying to defend here. Lua is stretching it
He's
out.
Stretching it. And that's the
that's
fight.
A tap. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Sammy Lua with a straight armbar to end the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, 26 seconds into round number 4. We have a winner by tap out. Fighting out of the blue corner from Team Bellicose from Woodville, Texas, Sammy the Baby Dragon Lua.